You were once a legend. But what are you now? Just a shell of a woman.
I take it you don't want my autograph.
What's going on, everybody? It's Frito here for your Overwatch. This time for a call to action to reinstate the ability of Widow to be playable on this game. Some of you may think she is still viable, but I assure you, in the current patch, as well as the PTR patch, she's even worse there, in my opinion, with the Hanzo being much better. Widow's in a bad state, man. She just is not playable in the way the game is played now, and I wonder even if they just completely reverted every single change that they put in the character already, if she would just be fine. Because think of the things that we've had changed. Zenyatta's got more health. Everyone's learned how to play the game better. D.Va has defense matrix. The dive ability of characters and teams is just so much better. Widow just doesn't fit. Where she can fit, just ever so slightly, is in the type of situation that I have presented on the screen for you right now, playing on Dorado on the streets phase with extreme angles of sight, with the enemy team, frankly, not playing that well. Time and time again, this enemy team is going to be trying to come up this choke, giving me the opportunity to deal damage at range, and my presence scares them enough to allow for my team to clean things up or for me to get the picks, and they just play it badly. What pro teams do in this situation is they abandon the payload first, attack the high ground, clear out the high ground, win the frag battle, then push the payload. That's the appropriate way to deal with this. Eventually, the enemy team starts to figure it out and starts diving me, but generally speaking, Widow is not that good. Why? Well, I'm gonna break it down for you. It requires an amazing amount of aim in order to get any value, first of all. And they nerfed her down to the point where she is so inflexible that unless you are in the most ideal of scenarios, she cannot play properly. Because in truth, a lot of the engagements in Overwatch are going to be at medium range, because it's a team fight game where both teams should be fighting. There really isn't a whole lot of opportunities for Widow to be really far off in the team battle, because unless she's getting full headshot picks, it's not going to be giving much value to the team, which is why oftentimes in a big scrum situation, when they do start to dive us, I just switch to using my assault rifle fully, because I need reliable damage onto the enemy team. If I scope in, take forever to shoot, and then my shot gets blocked or something, all of those precious seconds of the enemy team being in a fight on our team, and I'm outputting nothing, it terrifies me to be a DPS player like that and to not give value to my team, because I know how important it is. Far too often does the game devolve into those situations, which makes Widow unplayable. Now, more specifically, what buffs do I think need to come out? Well, I think the proof is in the pudding when we compare her to Ana, which is why I put the cute little Ana footage at the start of the video. So we're going to go into the training mode and actually look at how Widowmaker performs mechanically as compared to Ana. Right now, I think Ana is just a better character overall than Widow, and a better DPS. Wow. Really? The support character, Frito? Yes, I really do think that, because Widowmaker's quick scope ability is completely gone, which maybe you might say, well, that's what they want to have in the game, right? They want Widowmaker to be a bit slower because she has that lethality at range, but so many duels and fights and the way of going about playing this game is going to be reliant on her ability to quick scope in and shoot. Now, Ana, as I just showed, can quickly scope in and shoot and deal 80 damage and back off. She can peek on a corner, get that reliable damage on target. Widow can't do that. She quick scopes in, and her scope is slower than Ana's, and it does less damage to the body until you charge up for a few seconds. Let's compare Ana's ability to be able to peek around a corner and to land a shot. Say that's a Pharah, say that's a Widow, say that's whatever out in the range. Ana is actually more reliable as a DPS character than Widowmaker is right now. Now, Widowmaker has a higher skill ceiling and higher potential, because obviously if you hit headshots, yeah, you can pick them and kill them, but the risk factor is just way too high. As I tried to even practice peeking out around this corner, it's so awkward. The scope animation takes way too much time in order to get there, and then once the scope is finally up, your strafe speed is so slow that you have to awkwardly peek around the corner. And we should be showing a video in the future about how other characters, be it McCree or Hanzo or whatever, on these peak battles Widowmaker is so far behind. So yes, she can charge up and have a more lethal first shot, but her lack of dexterity is so high. A little fighting game analogy shout out to our friend Eddie the Chump for a second. The ability to whiff punish her scope is too large, because if she doesn't hit that insane headshot, she's just like instantly in a worse position and more likely going to instantly die. So what is the buff that we need, Frito? Very simply, I think the best course of action is to reduce the scope animation time. Allow it to be a bit faster. We don't have to go crazy with the ability to strafe. I don't think she needs her damage increased, because otherwise then you just get into like almost a Bastion problem. It's not a DPS issue. It's not that we just need to buff up her ability to deal damage. We don't need the body shot damage back necessarily. We've already seen what immobile static DPS characters like Bastion get dealt with in the meta. Too easily countered. That's not what we want. We need to increase her flexibility on these aim battles. Then she'll instantly be more viable. Also, another cute little buff that we could do is decrease the cooldown on her hook shot, because that's just a lot of fun. It gives her mobility. It's a way for her to escape away when she is getting dove, to sluggishly aim down her scope. That change alone will give me the ability, as a good Widow player, to be able to play her again. I understand that we don't want her dominating teams necessarily, but at some level, if she can hit multiple headshots in a row, she should. But McCree can do that now. You can see a McCree fighting at the extent of his range, hitting every single bullet in the head at range and killing a tank. But do you get mad at that? No, because it takes an amazing amount of skill. Widowmaker should be able to fire at long range, and then in crisis scenarios, give her the ability to at least attempt a shot at medium range when she's getting rushed down. Whereas now, it takes her so long to scope up, and then she'll hit the shot, and a lot of characters, it doesn't even kill them right away, because you need 100% charge to even deal 300 damage. So it just takes so long to do. So Blizzard, please take a look back at Widowmaker. She barely gets used at the pro level of play. Just because Gods picks her once in a while doesn't mean that she's viable. It's not like his team is setting the world on fire anyway. If you're going to buff Hanzo, buff Widow too, because Hanzo is so much better in this peak battle. Ana's better on the peak battle. McCree, all in all, is a better hit scan player. Make Widow great again. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy, hit the like button, share it around with your Overwatch playing friends, subscribe for more. We upload daily and sometimes twice a day. We also have been live streaming on Twitch each and every day when we can. I don't think we've missed a day in a while. We usually go live either as we post the video or an hour or two after. If you check on our videos, at least on a desktop version of YouTube, a small pop-up should come up at the lower left side of the screen of our video saying that we're live on Twitch. Or around the time that we upload, just go check over on the Twitch channel, or you can watch our Twitter where we'll announce that as well. Or when you follow on Twitch, be sure to set up email notifications so you can see when we go live. That's been it for me today. I've been Frito for Your Overwatch. I'll see you guys next time.